everyone, and welcome back to Radio Geonosis, where we talk about Star Wars from a certain point of view. I'm Angie.
I'm David.
I'm Aaron. What's up? What's up, guys?
We're karate
Yeah,
fighting.
we're karate fighting.
And today, our show is
Luke Cage
all
and
about
Danny
our
Rand over
favorite
here.
Star Wars animals. But before we do that, we're going to be talking about the hot happenings in Star Wars this week.
Man, our studio audience, can we get a clap?
You're like,
He's
what?
He's like, no.
He's playing at Pokemon Go's.
Hello, David.
Oh, hot
the
happenings.
hot
We
happenings.
got distracted by the studio audience. So, hot happenings for today.
He's rather sexy, too.
We got something big going on, guys.
Yes.
We got something big.
the
So
Darth Vader helmet. That's something big.
Oh, yeah.
Well, that
Other-
was
other than
And
that.
some sabers.
So, Lucasfilm and Disney, or just Lucasfilm, one of them, Lucasfilm, is now putting every other Star Wars movie other than 9. And the way they worded it, I'm assuming 10, 11, and 12, the trilogy movies, those are the only ones they're focusing on now. So that means they canceled Obi-Wan.
Please.
They canceled
No, say it's not so.
the Fett with the Wolverine director.
Oh, no.
And they didn't say anything about their TV shows. I assume those are safe because that's a completely different market.
Why not
So-
Obi-Wan? Such a disappointment.
And that also does include Ryan Johnson's trilogy because Ryan Johnson got a complete trilogy from Disney that was, they're not episode movies. They're completely brand new. Nothing, planets, names, nothing will be from old Star Wars. 100% brand new.
I mean,
So are those cut too? Because those aren't, unless that was the trilogy that they're referring to, which I don't think it is.
those are not the trilogies they're referring to.
Well, we don't know. We don't know. That's the thing. Like that what they said when they said trilogy, for the following trilogy, I believe is what they said in its entirety.
I don't know what's going on over there at Lucas. Look.
Well, I know it
It
is.
seems to be all over the
Relax.
place this week. Lots of news,
Relax.
lots of
Remember
lots
when it
of
was
different
fun?
things. Yes.
You guys remember when it was fun?
I remember that.
And you know what I mean? Like, just take
Yeah.
it back to that.
So
It's a passion. It started as a passion project. That's what Star Wars started
Yes,
at for George Lucas.
yes.
It was a passion project.
pretty much,
Yes, I
Treat it
agree.
as such. Don't take it too. Don't make it so corporate. Don't make it so little. Just have fun with it. Get back to that.
Yes.
To that side of things. Because now
Yes.
it feels like it's in shambles and
Yes.
all these things are getting canceled. Like this
Yeah.
is insane.
It's like when the Empire took over.
It's like
It's all in shambles.
when has Lucasfilms ever been like DC? Stop.
Yes.
You guys are in a higher. I
No,
don't know. I'm just pretty disappointed.
I definitely say it's
pretty disappointed.
It's a management
agree with
problem
you.
at Lucasfilm. I'm not gonna say exactly.
Sorry, DC. I didn't
names,
mean
but
that. I
But
love
no,
you.
He did not mean that.
It looks like there's a Lucasfilm management problem, whether it's huge conflict of interest, or maybe something even like what they're thinking on one end and what the directors are thinking. Everybody brought in is completely
Just give me the Obi-Wan
Opposite.
Kenobi movie. I'll be happy.
who knows.
Yeah.
I don't
but-
care about anything else.
I actually think that they're kind of. David kind of spoke about this like episodes ago, like when we were just talking about him. Like, yeah, how could you get enough of Star Wars? Like, it's not enough Star Wars. Like, I think what's going on is like they have ideas for these movies, and they're kind of afraid. It seems to me, I could be wrong though. It kind of seems to me like they're afraid to kick out Star Wars movies like that. But that's where Star Wars is.
yes.
It's that kind of you could just make Star Wars movies. It's okay, make them.
I will say
Well,
that
I mean,
need to
there are
argue
some
about 'em. Make
fans-
'em.
There are some fans that don't like them. There are some fans that complain about this movie and complain about that movie. You're not going to please everybody.
You can't.
and
It's
I
impossible.
think I'm glad
It's
Angie brought
impossible.
that up because I think that's where the
impossible.
other half of the reason behind this lies is, for better or worse, Solo was a good film. It's not
Yeah.
amazing. It's not terrible. It's great. It's
thought it was good.
currently my
I like-
favorite Star Wars
I like it.
film.
Yeah, me too.
It's not the best, but I think because between the directors, people are like, we don't want him as Han. There's like numerous reasons
You
behind this
cannot
movie.
bring the older one back unless
Yeah,
you're going
so-
back in time. I mean, the guy is
And you
older.
can't do that
Harrison
either.
Ford, yeah.
But all the
Harrison
reasons.
Go
Ford
back
is
in time.
too old for this.
For all you
so-
fans out there, you cannot go. There's no
There's
time machine where
No.
But the main
Harrison Ford is doing this.
the main pull from it is that there's a large chunk of the Star Wars fan group that, through all the reasons or through a reason, hated on Solo. There was boycotts surrounding it. There was everything. So I think because of the. It's just like if you don't want to watch this one, move on.
Yeah.
There's another one coming in
Find
less than
another
12 months.
universe.
The people complaining about these movies have no default picture on any of their social media sites,
Yeah.
and their usernames are usually, I am Timothy 8017. Just shut the fuck up.
Aaron
Shut your
says
mouth.
it.
Shut up.
Thank you for putting that in perspective.
I'm sorry. They just really upset me, man.
Yeah.
The world of film, like where it is, because there's good film, but like I mean, like news recently, just not even with Star Wars, just with films. Like
Yes.
there's other films just being canceled, and this person doesn't want to write this, and this person dropped out due to this, and this. It's like, come on, guys, get it together.
And
this
with
is
Star Wars,
insane.
there's a
doesn't happen like this in
particularly good
film
thing with
movies.
Star Wars though is the merchandising. If a movie fails, it's not going to fail because the amount of money you make from the merchandising off of each movie alone
It depends, though.
is ridiculous.
depends
well, not
on-
with Star Wars.
Wait, well, when
Like,
I
I could
watched
see
a
DC
show,
that way, but-
I watched a show, the Toys That Made Us.
That's a
and
good
they were-
one. The
yeah,
first
they were-
episode
But
is Star
there
Wars.
Yes.
there weren't
Some
too-
toys were good, some toys
There weren't
were
too
not.
many, like solo, like even Rogue One. If you think about it, there wasn't like any Rogue One. Get the Rogue One blaster at Target. Like there wasn't that either. You know what I mean? Like there wasn't.
They released a bunch of figures with the Black series. The Black series I know specifically, the like 6-inch ones, because I collect them. Like they released, I don't know how many they released
Some
for
of the
Solo,
dolls.
but they released a
Some of
good
the
amount for Rogue One.
Yeah.
So I mean, the money's there, and
As far
I
as
don't
the
know. I
movies
just
go,
hope for the best.
Yeah, that's
And
all you can
Hope
do.
for the best, and for me, I want to see. I don't know how everybody else feels, but I would really love to see the old, Republic. See that back. See all of those characters come to life. There's a lot of great stories like Revan, Bane. Even though they were in, they were out. They're now in. And I can see why people are upset about that. 'Cause
Yeah.
they're first they're saying they're out, first they're saying they're in, then they're out. People are confused. They don't know what books are in,
And there
what
are
books
some
are
people
out.
who like it.
And some people don't, they do
Well,
like
people
it,
shouldn't
they
be
don't like it, but you're
confused.
never going to please
You
everybody.
can't-
I
you
will say
can't.
if you're
And I
ever
hope they
confused-
understand that. I do hope they understand
you're
that.
you're not going to please everybody.
ever confused about what's canon or not in the Star Wars universe, the golden rule to remember is, I think any book published in and after 2015 is canon, and same thing with the games, except for some of the mobile stuff, like
But I still
Battlefront 1
collect
and
the
2.
older books. I like
yeah,
them.
the older
Bidding
ones
on
are
some
great
right now.
stories.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I said, the Darth Bane trilogy, and there's a Darth Revan book.
Yeah.
Those are some of the best stories
Yes.
that are written in the Star Wars
Yes.
universe.
But on a happier note, I got this magazine in the mail.
I'm nervous.
Aquaman, looking
I'm
pretty hot.
nervous.
I can't
It
wait for
is
Aquaman.
going to come out December 21st.
21st.
I actually thought that it was a summer movie because he's Aquaman, surf and all that.
That's gonna
But-
be kind of weird seeing that movie, all that water.
But it's not until December. So I'm looking forward to Aquaman.
It's a-
I am
it's-
too. I shut most of Justice League out of my memory, not necessarily because it was a bad movie, but it was because it was such a choppy movie with the two different directing styles.
I don't
But
like the Batman.
I loved Aquaman.
You don't like Batman?
I love the new.
I loved Batman. I don't like the new Batman.
You don't like Ben Affleck?
No.
I said
man,
this is
Ben,
my
I'm,
Sorry,
Ben, I'm here.
no.
Ben, call me, man. Let's talk, man.
because I'll
Don't
say
leave.
this. My opinion on Ben Affleck is he's a good Batman, but he's an extremely good Bruce Wayne. Because they're almost all of them are like that. Like Michael Keaton was a okay Bruce Wayne, but really good Batman. Christian Bale was a terrible Bruce Wayne, but awesome Batman.
He was an awesome Batman.
Val Kilmer was kind of good at both, but that was just a terrible movie.
No, he was not. Where's Val
Val
Kilmer?
Kilmer was good
Val
as
Kilmer,
Bruce
are you
Wayne.
looking at me right now?
Yeah,
Just kidding.
Val Kilmer was good at Bruce Wayne.
No
George
way.
Clooney, I was watching that one like
Bruce
my
Wayne.
God.
Bruce Wayne isn't blonde.
I'm not talking about how he looks.
That's
I'm talking
what
about the actual
But he's not
portrayal of the
blonde.
He's
character.
not blonde.
You sound
not
like those solo
His-
fanatics.
his-
Like
His-
he's not
the
Harrison
the only
Ford.
thing- the only thing about that Batman is that Val Kilmer wore nice turtlenecks. That's it. He had
Oh,
really
He did
yeah.
wear nice turtlenecks in that.
But other than
and
that,
and then
Did
there was that
Batman
one scene
wear
when
a
he's like, "I hope you like a
turtleneck? That's my
circus," and he has a
question.
lisp.
that was a horrible casting. Val Kilmer and
It was at
what's-
the point of desperation.
Don't get me wrong, he's not in the top 3 or 4, but he was a good Bruce Wayne.
Is that like
compared
all the
for what
cat
movies
women?
were.
All the cat women?
What was
I'm
Tom
telling
Cruise's
you.
wife's name? What was her name?
Nicole Kidman.
Nicole Kidman. Oh,
Yes.
boo. But she's
Oh
gonna be
my
an
gosh.
Aquaman. She's Aquaman's
Yes,
mom.
yes.
She'll probably do that good.
Is she really?
Yeah.
She looks good as Aquaman's
She looks good.
mom.
Yeah, she does.
She looks
She does.
good.
It looks
I,
pretty.
I didn't even notice that. Okay, now I see it.
But if
it
you
looks like
see
Nicole Kidman
Aquaman
at
looks
first.
For
great.
all the DC fans out there, if you've seen Aquaman,
I can't
Aquaman
wait
of
till he
Atlantis,
summons all
the
the-
animated movie.
Oh.
That's what this is gonna be based off of.
Oh, is it
Yeah.
really?
basically.
That's a good one.
That's how
Is
DC does it. They
Manta
use their
in that
animated
thing?
films to like lead the movie way. Kinda.
Yeah.
Oh, I can see that.
Yeah.
I'm
I
hoping
like
they
that.
clean it in terms of and speaking of DC Universe, so I hope that because of everything that has happened, where Wonder Woman was their best movie, and everything else has kind
That
of
was
been
really good.
not
Yeah, it was
nothing,
really
not a
good.
flop, but stagnant for the rest of the movies. I'm hoping that between Wonder Woman 2 and Aquaman, it reinvigorates that, so we do get a proper Justice League movie, a proper Batman, proper. Well, I love Man of Steel. I don't know why everybody hates that movie.
What?
I
Thank
love
you.
Man of
I
Steel.
love Man of Steel. That's one of my
how
favorite
dark
movies.
and gritty it is in that
That's one of my
soundtrack.
favorite movies ever. But yeah, it's not a DC show.
I loved
Sorry,
it.
sorry, Angie.
I loved it.
Not a DC show.
What
Yeah.
other?
So
do too.
today we're going to be talking about our favorite Star Wars animals. We love to do the pots and pans on this show. So Aaron, you're going to go first. What's your
it's-
favorite?
All right, I'm only doing this because I don't have munchies on.
He's cheating.
Anymore. Well, no, give me some time here.
Dude, trust me, you're gonna blow me out of the water today.
No, I'm
so-
not. We probably have the same animal. But I was eating wings yesterday. I had wings
Chicken wings?
at Boston's, and I thought about what if they had some Banthas wings.
Wow.
Do you
They're
wanna
like buffalo, huh?
Do you
They
want to
look
know like a
buffaloes,
3
kinda.
second fun fact?
So some Banthas Parmesan garlic wings sound very good.
But bantha is a cow.
They're not like they look like buffaloes to me.
They do.
Oh, yeah, they do. That's
look,
right.
They have,
Yeah.
the, they have the
Buffalo,
fur,
yeah.
the horns and stuff like that. So that's my first one.
I've been kicked out of a Boston's in 2 different countries,
That's not good, David.
Oh my gosh.
in the U.S. and Canada.
Let's
That's
brag about
not
that.
good. yeah, that's my first
Hey,
one.
I don't have a crime record from it, and at least it's a fun story now.
Is David next or?
Yes, go.
Oh, I'm like waiting for Angie to go. My number 5. Okay, my number 5 is going to have to be the Dewback, and the reason why
They're picking ones I did.
is because
We're gonna have the
trust
same
me.
list pretty much though.
Yes.
You guys don't have my top one at all. Trust me. Trust me. My top 3, I will say. But I loved the Dewback because I remember watching the original versions of Star Wars right before the special edition came out. Because that came out like when I was 5 or 6 or 7 or something like that. And like the only Dewback was like there was just like one hiding in like an alley in the next to the cantina or something, if I remember correctly. And I was always like, I don't know what that is because there's a toy for it and everything. Like, why is there a toy if it's not really in the movie? And then there's also another one like on the horizon, and the senator was saying like, droids, sir.
Right.
So I was obsessed with that, and then what that creature was, how it looked like, and then special editions came out, and there was like Dewbacks everywhere. It was the Dewback edition, apparently. So I just loved it.
And bantha. All right. For me, my number 1 was the, I hope I say this right, the awa.
I would say Awa,
Awa. They are now I do facts. I did like it because when it was in the Attack of the Clones, it came out of the water, and I thought, oh my gosh, this is
It's like
such
these things swim
a
and fly. What
cool
heresy is this?
animal. They are found on Camino and Naboo, which I didn't know that. Their primary habitats are the ocean on those planets. They have been domesticated by the Gungans and the Kaminoans.
Kaminoans. Yep,
Kaminoans.
you got it. You were pretty much there. I think real
They are
quick, too,
8
that these are
to
also
10
non-canon
meters
Alderaan.
long and have a wingspan of 20 to 30 meters. They are aquatic mammals that fly in the air. So they are
dope.
awesome.
So I have a question for you.
Water birds.
Do you think they have the same behavior as seagulls?
I don't think so.
Okay, good. I like them then.
You don't like seagulls?
You know what? They're pretty awesome.
I have
Look
stories,
at that.
sir.
Look at that. Those big birds. Big water birds. Where on
I had a
this
3-month war
planet do we
with
have
seagulls. But no, I mean, they can have seagull behavior.
3-month war.
Yeah.
I'm dead serious. 3 months, and we won.
Yeah. Okay.
We saved. We stopped the war by
Wasn't
5
there-
years and
was there-
saved millions of
Am
lives.
I wrong, or was there a seagull horror movie? Sorry.
Oh my gosh. Was it the birds? No,
bird-
no.
No, that birds is like
Okay.
crows.
The birds were
Okay,
crows
okay,
or
I'm sorry.
ravens because
Okay,
they were
yeah.
big birds like
That's
we
right.
have here in the desert.
I could see that though. Let's take birds by him and just take all the crows out
Yeah,
and put seagulls in
bantha
it.
wings. They're like basically
But they don't have wings.
Well, no, I mean like I want him as a
like the
wing
leg
form,
part
wing
of a-
form.
yeah,
Yeah,
oh, yeah.
that's what I mean. Bantha wings.
I wonder what they taste like. I guess we could just kill an elephant and find out. Don't kill elephants. So what's your number 4,
They
Aaron?
look like Wookiees though,
Or
don't they?
What's your second
Yes,
one?
they do.
The Happy-Boar
Oh,
is,
they
mine,
do
is,
like-
is the other one, and only because
Which one's that? Is that weird?
remember Finn tried to get it was
Yeah,
he drank the
yeah,
water and
yeah.
it's disgusting. Yeah.
Oh,
The
yeah.
ass monster.
Ah,
Oh,
they're
my
real.
gosh.
They're real. They look icky. His butt was all in the camera.
I never thought I'd hear icky come out of Aaron's mouth before. That was great.
That's
I'm
something
sorry,
I would
yeah,
say.
yeah.
icky.
No, yeah, no. That water looked gross though.
And you know what?
If
It
you guys
comes
recall-
to show you that when
I
you're
know.
when you're desperate, you'll drink.
Oh yeah,
anything.
for sure.
Not me.
He
I'm like,
looked
there's a
at it.
Not
market
desperate
right there.
yet.
I will rob instead of drink the ass water.
Yeah, that's mine though.
Like I don't know why Finn didn't have the same like. There's a market
he was
right
in the
there. Like
desert.
you have
He
a jacket,
was-
you can trade. At
He was
least
in the
something.
desert. He was desperate.
Yeah, he was desperate. Yeah, he
Yes.
was really desperate.
David.
My number 4 is
Don't say
also the only other lame one is
Okay, cool.
because the next 3 are awesome. Is the Ronto for almost
The Ronto?
for almost the exact same reason. It was in a special edition, and I remember that was the first when they started releasing the trailers for a special edition on TV. Like the special edition coming soon. Back when like trailers were really hardcore, apparently.
Yes. Now
And
just release everything on Facebook.
there was that thing
or-
with the speeder and Mos Eisley and the jaw while riding Ronto, and Ronto goes, "Whirr," and it goes, wow, and falls off
Oh,
of it
yeah,
and everything.
yeah.
I was like, oh, that's so cool. I love it. It's like, it's not exactly a dinosaur, but it would be like if Star Wars had dinosaurs.
something like that.
No, it's like,
Wow.
it has like a long neck. Like this part of the body, but with like a long neck.
Okay.
Yeah, but he like falls off to Ronto. And then
And I'm
the
referring
only other
to my-
time I ever remember seeing it in content was I played Knights of the Old Republic all the time, and in Anchorhead, Tatooine, like right next to, I think it was the hunting lodge, there's just a Ronto with I think there's a jaw while riding it. I'm not sure, but it's like just stationary there. Like,
Okay.
like it would be walking around the city. I was like, oh, cool, another Ronto. I like
dope.
Rontos.
Okay, for me, it like Aaron, it's a bantha. For
Bantha.
number 2 is the bantha. It inhabits the desert wastelands of Tatooine and are extremely strong and able to carry up to 500 kilos, or 5 human passengers, or 5
That's a lot of
Tuscan Raiders. They're extremely adaptable,
It's a
abiding
child
comfortably in all sorts of climates, and they're able to
You can drug
survive
smuggling bantha.
without food or water for weeks.
like camels. They're like the,
We get our
Yeah.
blue milk from it, and they are cows of the
All
galaxy.
yeah, when we,
the blue milk.
Yes, yes.
That's like you locked a camel and a woolly mammoth in a room for a week
The
and came back
mug,
later.
the
and
mug
was
on a
pregnant.
bantha is crazy though. Their face looks
Yeah.
insane.
Who didn't like seeing that, hearing that music, when you see the bantha for the first
The herd?
time?
The herd, the whole-
the
Yeah, that whole
music for
herd.
the-
Yeah, the whole herd of bantha just traveling.
Or when the Tuscan Raider is getting on it, when
Mm-hmm.
you hear that music.
I think also in Knights of the Republic, in one of the hunting rooms, there's a bantha head mounted like on the wall with a
Wow.
rancor head and a couple other creatures from that universe,
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
from that game universe.
They
I
have
mean,
big
Star
game
Wars is
hunting
really
in the
not.
galaxy too.
Oh yeah, there was
Oh yeah, for sure.
there was really
And I'm
sure.
going to tell you what
a
they
lot
have
of really
for big
cool
game.
stuff like that. There were
For
like
sure.
you go into this guy's estate to like it says like a mobster estate to try and escape the planet before Darth Malak blows it up. And the room you're
is a cool
and one of the
character.
one of the first rooms you explore is is Calo Nord's trophy room, and it's like Rancor dead center. And I think there's a bantha, a dewback I know is there, maybe a crate dragon. No, I don't think there's a crate dragon. But like it's just like this wall of like just the different models of characters from
Well,
the game.
to
but
kill
their
a
heads.
rancor, that's pretty serious. So
Yeah.
You get to kill a bunch in that game.
yeah.
You get to kill one hardcore, and then by the end of the game, you're so powerful on the last planet, which is an ancient Jedi planet. They're just like
See, that's why they need to
nomadic
make
there.
a movie.
Oh, so
Oh
great.
yeah, for sure.
All right,
I can't
Aaron.
wait.
the next animal?
Mine would be the I wonder if I'm saying it. David could correct me. The Akla.
Acklade.
The Acklay.
Oh, I think it's awesome.
The Acklay that looks like the second form of Frieza. Actually, when you think about it, it looks like the
Oh, it
second form of
does.
Frieza with Baraka's mouth from Mortal Kombat.
Oh, it does have Baraka's
It does have
mouth from
Baraka's mouth,
Mortal-
like,
I've
and
been trying to place
If you
that
guys
for
never
years.
seen the Acklay, if you've never seen the Acklay, their teeth are crazy. They were in the Clone
Yeah, you
Wars.
snap that thing.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know if it's
They're
in
in
this
Battlefront too.
It-
Battlefront 2,
oh,
the
it
original
might.
one.
I wonder if it is in
No,
that.
it's not.
It's
I
not.
looked.
Oh no.
No.
you
It's
did.
that big spider thing that Obi-Wan Kenobi kills on Geonosis.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
Hashtag Radio
exactly.
Geonosis.
That's what it looks like, though. It looks like Frieza and Baraka mixed together.
That's cool.
David, your turn.
My number
He's
3.
taking a coffee break. Okay.
My number 3. Third place goes to the Rancor.
That's
Only
third?
because,
That's third on your list?
dude, you have no idea what 2 and 1 are. You're in for a whirlwind of surprises there.
He talks about the rank. You talk about it. So I thought it would have been 1. I'm sorry.
I love the Rancor so much.
wanted-
And the reason I love the Rancor is not just for Star Wars. It's like everything surrounding it in other media. Like, one of my first experiences with Rancor was I had one of the Power of the Force Rancor kits, and it was like a Rancor toy like this big, and you could like eat Luke Skywalker and everything.
Wow.
And then the reason
We
the
give
Rancor,
this to kids.
the Rancor that was the reason the Rancor got seated in one of my favorite Star Wars animals of all time was Pineapple Express. You saw that movie?
Oh, yeah.
When they're like trying to put him down into the little thing, and James
Netflix
Franco
put it
carries
back
the
on.
character. He's like, "What's down there? The effing Rancor?" And like that's
Oh
like
my
that's
gosh.
such like a deep
See,
sci-fi
so many
pool. I love it.
movies, they quote Star Wars. So many.
But like, the funniest part about that real quick was that he wasn't being joking, like the character wise, like, oh, is there a Rancor down there? He was like, because he was high, he's like seriously thinking there might be a Rancor down there. And I'm like, well, maybe me in that situation too. But yeah, Rancor is definitely one of my all-time favorite Star Wars.
Yeah.
It's just, I love how, what's his face?
I'm hoping it's on.
Oh, did we break something?
No.
No.
Check it.
Well, we'll check it
I
real
wanna
quick.
make sure.
And if it's
Okay. Cool.
Technical difficulties.
Yes,
Okay, we're back. But no, I love how they
We
originally
have fun on this show.
referred to the Rancor as a cross between a bear and a potato, and it was supposed to actually be in a guy in a suit, not a little stop motion puppet. But they couldn't get the suit to work.
Oh my
But
god.
now
snap.
cosplayers have figured out how to get the
How
suit
to get it to work? Yeah.
Oh yeah,
they're
they
everywhere.
have.
They're everywhere.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so my number 3, I'm going to repeat, is the dewback. It inhabits the arid wilderness of Tatooine, and the dewbacks are omnivorous, thriving on sparse grasses and thorny plants of the desert, as well as small animals such as
You got them
baby
velociraptor
wombat
claws.
rats
Yeah.
and scurriers. For hydration, they chew on the root of the local cactus. Now, on Tatooine, I've never seen a cactus. I've never seen
I've never
any
seen one
grass or cactus there.
No,
These reptiles range between 1.3 to 2 meters in height and 2 to 3 meters in length. They are used by moisture farmers as beasts of burden.
Of burden.
And also as kind of search animals for the stormtroopers.
Yeah, they're like
We
pack
saw
animals
that.
almost,
Yes,
yeah.
exactly. We saw that in New Hope.
So they could track. They use them to track down.
Yes, track down Luke Skywalker and the droids.
So like bloodhounds, kind of.
Something like that.
What they use them as? That is an ugly animal. I won't say the name, but that is a very ugly animal.
I hate their knees. They're so high up. We'll talk about that later, though. What's so...
I know someone with those knees.
Oh my
I'm
gosh.
just kidding.
A woman.
I'm kidding. Mine is a tauntaun.
Whoa.
Was that on someone's list?
It's mine too.
Oh, what? It was
but
like-
That's okay.
Yeah, you
At
have
least
the
I
facts.
know
You
my
have
last
the-
two are
you have the
safe.
facts though, Angie.
Great
So you're fine.
minds think alike.
And you have the facts, so you could definitely dive in on
yeah,
the
I
facts
did.
on your
Yeah, I
turn.
did a lot on that one.
But the tauntaun, I just choose my animal solely on if I ever wanted one as a pet, or if I ever just wanted to see someone get eaten by one. That's how I chose kind of my animal. Not all of my animals eat people. It'd just be dope to see them.
But
get
would you
chewed by
like-
one. But a tauntaun, because I just want
Would you
one to
cut
take
it
me
open,
around.
though? Like if you had to. For
if you have to
shelter?
stay warm,
Absolutely,
and
I
I'm going to
would.
tell you why.
It's not human enough to where you could
Yeah, but I chose the
yourself
tauntaun
from-
because I always wanted one. I always wanted one to take me to the store, like hop on one, and I'll be back, Mama. Yeah, I'll get the milk. And then I always wanted to live in one also. They're used for great living rooms. Just ask Han Solo. Just ask Han Solo.
And he thought these things smelled bad on the outside.
Yes, exactly.
A great interior.
It's all like when they cut him out. And you know, that's
Yeah.
the one time that Han Solo uses a
lightsaber.
Yes.
That is also a fun fact.
Yes, a fun fact right there.
So, for mine. My next one is a tie between two. And the two are the Hissis, which is
Oh, wow.
a stealthed ancient amalgam of the Force in the form of a dragon. It's in Knights of the Republic
wow.
too. They're like they're called Force dragons,
Yeah.
but they don't look really like dragons. Well, at least that model version.
I wish
of them
they
did.
did,
Yeah, that would be
because that would be cool.
But yeah, I just loved them because they only spawned in Star Wars Knights of the Republic 2 if you looted a desecrated body that had been killed. Like they would come up through the wrath of the dark side and attack you. And then it's also tied with the Crate Dragon, which you see the skeleton with C-3PO and R2-D2 in A New Hope.
Yes.
It's also in Knights of the Republic 1 and a
Always wanted to know
handful of
what that
other
was.
games. It's just a massive dragon. They also, at least in old lore, their gallstones were called Crate Dragon Pearls, and they were used as lightsaber crystals to enhance the
Wow.
blade.
Oh, really?
Gallstones.
Yeah. So it's really, really cool. Yeah.
We're going to be looking for gallstones. Anybody got any? We need some for some lightsabers.
I could do that. That'd be like a shady, like black market kidney market, but for lightsaber crystals from human bodies.
We need the gallstones.
That'd be hardcore. I'd do it. I'd run that business. No, I wouldn't. That's evil.
Yeah, don't D.
Did you go ahead and stop it now?
I came on like a perfect time. Oh no, you're fine. You leave it because David he could edit it.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I mean, worst comes to worst, the audio's going up.
Do you want me to stop it?
No, it's fine because I could cut that out.
Yeah, you can cut it
Okay.
out.
Yeah, I just have to find it. We're 27 minutes in-ish, so I know where to look.
Okay.
Yeah, you're fine.
Just remember that it's going to be right by the EOP. By the
EOP, yeah.
Okay, so
Yopi.
are we ready again?
We could probably just do a slightly less than an hour show today because we're almost done.
No, I'm not.
We're not?
He said we're not.
I was like, we all have one left. Oh, wait, no, she has like 4 left.
Yeah,
That's
she
right.
does.
That's
Exactly.
right. You ready?
Yeah.
Okay, so my number 4, because you guys are on your number 4. This is my number 4.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
a
Okay,
hideous
there we
looking
go.
animal.
But my number 4 was second place.
Okay.
And it consisted of 2 animals.
Wow.
The EOP from Revenge of the Sith, Obi-Wan Kenobi. Of course, I got to throw that in there. He rode that one.
Isn't
And
that a
also-
dumb thing that farts?
Yeah.
No,
That's
I
not-
don't think.
that-
I don't think.
I think it
does.
is.
That looks
I
like
think
that
it
farts
is.
all the time.
Oh, it could. It could.
I think that
yes,
is the
yes.
thing that farts at Jar Jar.
It's
in
also in the
episode
Kenobi
1.
book, which I'm not sure is in or out these days.
Out.
Okay,
think
but
it's like a
anyways, it was a
farter.
good book.
It is. It's good. It's a great. I love the
Yes.
cantina scenes.
Yes, yes, it was a
Read
really
it if
good
you
book.
haven't.
But it has to do with the EOP. They are the quadruple pack animals native to, again, Tatooine. There's a lot of animals over there. While not frequently employed as the fast-moving Rotu, Bantha, or Dewback, which are all capable of carrying heavier loads, the Eopes' sure-footedness and untired steadfastness have made them a popular beast of burden on Tatooine. Their hides are very tough, resilient to the sun and heat. Although they are frequently grumpy, these creatures are fairly even-tempered. So you can say these animals are the galaxy's camels. I love it. I
Yeah.
love it. Plus, Obi-Wan looks sexy riding it.
Oh God. Of course, Obi-Wan just had to get thrown in the mix.
Yes, he did.
But
Aaron, you're
yeah, I just
next.
again want to say how hideous that animal looks. I'm sorry, guys. That the Opie
And he
is
knows
a
somebody with knees
horrible
like
looking.
that.
A camel
He
looks better
knows
than
a
that.
woman with knees like that. What?
Yeah, chicken head.
And just for the record, whatever other women out there watching this show, I do not know a woman with knees like that. I have no idea. No, but my next animal is my last one is the boga, because it's one of the only animals in Star Wars, if you really think about it, that looks like an animal of like Greek mythology.
Wow.
Oh
The-
yeah.
Where's it from?
Obi-Wan was on a boga.
Oh, that's right.
When he was about to, when
he was
went to
fighting
confront General Grievous.
And it
was
makes
all-
that noise.
Yep. It sounds like an alarm. It
Yes.
sounds like a alarm. But yeah, the bogas they're kind of like a Griffith kind of.
Yes.
Kind of a Griffin? Griffin?
Yeah, Griffin.
Yeah, like a Griffin.
They have a little bit of feather to them.
Yeah,
there's
they're
a
like-
bunch.
yeah.
They call them Varactals, which because I think that's the new canon name. But like they're
Okay.
Varactals in the Old Republic, and I have like their amount you can get, and I have like I don't know how many there are now, but I think I have like 5 or 6 different
They're
colors of
dope.
them.
They're dope.
I have
And
a
they're really
purple
colorful. They're
one.
colorful too. Like they have like a lot of like shades of colors. in them,
Almost like
yellows
a
and blues.
chameleon.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're reptilian for sure. I get that vibe from them. Yeah, that's
They have
definitely
that
I love
cool
that
beak
animal.
too.
yeah, they have the
They have
beak
a
too.
beak.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
they're dope.
No, I love them. I love the noise they make too.
Yeah, yeah.
They are like a bird, griffin, lizard.
Yeah,
thing.
yeah, they are. They're like it looks like a because everything in Star Wars pretty much like is very alien.
George Lucas
Ish.
probably just like,
Yes.
take
Yeah.
these three things and put them together.
Yeah.
Okay, Aaron.
David.
David.
Oh,
David.
I was like, what do you mean, Aaron?
Looking at his Pokemon Go.
I'm not looking at Pokemon Go.
You are.
Um, so my number one is the ultimate. It's the Tyrantotech.
What?
It's an ancient Sith beast.
I don't
It's
think
like,
it's in here.
It's pretty cool. It's like just imagine like a giant monster. I wonder if it would be in there. I don't
Say
know
that
if
name
book was-
again.
Tyrantotech.
Ah.
Tyrantotech.
It's TA, so it'd
Tyrantotech.
probably would have passed it, I think.
No,
But yeah, it's
Oh, it's not in there, huh?
it's not in there.
it's similar to the dragon,
Targaryen.
the Hissis, in terms of it being like, they're dark side creatures, and the force powers are completely ineffective against them. Like whether you're like Darth Sidious in it or trying to force push it, it don't care.
Yeah.
Darth Sidious is always in everything.
Why is he everywhere?
I'm trying to think. I believe I could be completely wrong, but I believe maybe in Clone Wars there might be. I don't think they show a Tyrantotech, but I think there's maybe in the later seasons there's an allusion to it, like someone fought one. Oh, I think it was Master Yoda who fought a Tyrantotech, and I
Wow.
think it was in that scene when he's hallucinating and he's back and Christopher Lee's a good guy again. And all that stuff, Count Dooku.
Would that be
in the Clone
Darth
Wars?
Tyrantus?
Darth Tyrannus. Yeah, you remember? Did you watch
Now, is
episode
he-
6?
is
Season
he-
6?
Is he? Yes. Is he? When he is a Jedi, is he Count Dooku?
Yeah, because he's a
Okay.
count.
Yeah,
but
he's a
when
count, huh?
when he goes to the dark side, he's Darth Tyrantus.
But he still goes by Count Dooku because people don't know he's a Sith other than a handful of Jedi and stuff. But I believe there was.
I knew he was going to do that.
But I believe that in that Clone Wars series arc where Yoda learns how to become one with the Force and discovers the living Force and everything, I believe when they're in the temple, there's like, I think Count Dooku says something like, Yoda will tell you the tale we fought the Tyrantotech or something. I think. I'm not 100% sure, but I want to say so.
That'd
but
be
it's like,
crazy.
there's two different designs for it. There's the original 2003, the one that was in Knights of the Old Republic. And then there's a new one that's in the MMO, the Old Republic. They kind of made it, now it has like a huge cresting head and stuff. But no, it's essentially any Sith's favorite pet.
Mhm.
They would have a Tyrantotech if they were a mighty Sith. So,
Yeah.
Well, since they
Yeah.
don't have any any apprentices, I can see why they would take an animal.
Yeah.
Oh, even if they have
They have
apprentices,
a pet.
Yeah, you have
Yeah.
something. You have something.
it's
yeah.
the ultimate guard. Like, very
Yes.
few Jedi would be able to get past them.
Yes. Okay, so my next one, number 5 for me, and I came across this and I thought this is really cool, is the Nerf.
Yeah, it's like a little
The
cow.
Nerf. Once native to the peaceful world of Alderaan. Rest in peace, Alderaan. This four-legged herbivorous species survived even with the home world's destruction. Nerf meat is some of the most delicious and expensive meat in the galaxy. Now, you're going to like this one. Nerf meat is also sold as Nerf burgers, sold with hubba chips. I bet they serve that
Ooh.
at Dex's place.
Remember we
The
were
Nerf
talking
bird?
about our favorite food? I think Nerf steak was my number one.
Yes.
Like, that's what I would love to eat.
And now they have a dull, curling horns and coarse, curly fur and round hooves, and they have a long, curly tail.
Tail looks like an earthworm, though.
They are recognized as being some of the smelliest beasts in the galaxy.
Are those
Some of
flies
the
pitching around it right
smelliest.
now? On
Yeah.
that
So
picture?
maybe that's
Or
why.
poop, one of them.
Yeah. Maybe that's why Princess Leia tells Han Solo he is a what did she say?
Scruffy-looking Nerf herder.
Scruffy-looking Nerf herder. That
That's
guy
not her
looks,
word. She's not allowed to use it.
That guy looks scruffy.
Yeah.
That guy looks really scruffy.
I mean,
He's a Nerf herder.
and
He's
untrustworthy.
a Nerf herder. And maybe that's why she refers to a Nerf herder, because on her planet, Nerf are grown.
yeah,
Not a Nerf gun, but Nerf the animal.
it's Nerf or nothing.
It's Nerf or nothing.
Do you remember that?
Back in those old school Seth Green Nerf commercials from the early
Yes.
90s. Oh, God.
Oh my gosh. So I've got a couple more, so I'm going to keep going because I have a couple more.
By all means.
Yes.
That looks like a furry velociraptor in that picture.
Okay, so the Tauntaun, the home world is Hoth. They are referred to as a snow lizard.
Mm-hmm.
They are easily domesticated, well adapted for cold. They have thick scales and fur, and are remarkably cold-resistant bodies.
So they're probably
Their-
low intelligence.
Maybe. Their warm blood is extremely heavy. Maybe that's why Han Solo stuck Luke in there.
I think he did it just because he wanted to cut open the tauntaun. Hold on, Luke.
Their warm blood is extremely heavy, and their inner organs are close inside their skeleton. So maybe that's why when he cuts it open, you see that like all the little worms come out.
It's like,
Yeah, the intestine.
like blubber
Yeah,
and
to keep them
intestine,
safe
right?
from the cold. A thick layer of fat also acts as insulation under the tauntaun's oily pelt. Now, I did not know they had an oily pelt.
I didn't know that either.
Yeah, they have 4 nostrils. Did you know that?
Yeah.
You
I
can
know
see in
that
the
either.
picture. Yeah, they have 4
That's like the only
nostrils.
thing I knew about
The upper
tauntauns.
portion of the muzzle helps conduct oxygen to the bloodstream during times of physical exertion, and the smaller pair underneath them, when the blizzards blow or when they want to lie down at night, those nostrils start working. So the big ones work when they're out running around. The little ones work when they're just resting.
That seems
I thought
such a
that-
waste of evolutionary talent. Like, just use 2 nostrils.
Yeah, no. Well,
Cool, though.
When they lay down, the bigger ones seal and the second ones take over. They're quick-moving creatures running on the 2 rear legs, and their speed's up to 50 kilometers. Kilometers.
Kilometers, yeah.
Kilometers. Kilometers per hour. I'm like, I do not know those. You know, I only understand miles per hour. But
About
anyways,
70-ish.
well, that's pretty fast. While on Hoth, the Rebel Alliance
little bit
had
more.
some initial difficulties training the Tauntauns as now mounts because of their foul temper. They have a foul temper. In addition, now this one was interesting. Yeah, it was interesting. In addition, it was discovered that the Tauntauns are particularly sensitive to ultrasound frequencies emitted by certain droids. So it's obvious that everyone's irritated by droids.
Yeah.
They tell them to get out of the bars.
Droids are
and
idiots.
animals.
Says you, but I'm with the revolution.
Yeah.
And not the
And they
Prince
can't
Revolution.
survive after 3 hours of 0 temperature. So that maybe is why, the one dies when Han Solo's riding it. Mm-hmm. So that's why it doesn't last.
Do you know how that other one died?
Yes, it was killed by
I was hoping
the
she'd say no.
by the Wampa. I didn't like that scene, by the way. And anytime I watch Empire Strikes Back,
Why not?
I fast forward it.
Why?
I don't like it
Why?
because it's sad.
Oh,
It is
Andy,
sad when Luke cuts that
gets all-
Wampa's defenseless
I
arm
forgot
off.
you're really
He
like
gets
nice
all
and
messed
sweet.
up.
Yeah, he
I'm
totally
sorry.
murdered. He totally ruined that.
Only
Wampa's
Angie would feel bad for that.
Luke totally. Oh, for the
For that
tauntaun. I thought she was
Tauntaun,
feeling
and
bad
no
for the
one cared.
Wampa.
Everyone's all like,
No,
yeah,
the Wampa?
the Tauntaun's
No.
dead. But
No.
The Wampa
I
was
know.
just doing what Wampas do.
I know they kill and
The
all
poor
that, but
Tauntaun.
I
Luke
just didn't like that. I'm
crippled
glad
that thing for
Well,
life.
I'm glad he got killed.
They don't
because-
give robo arms to Wampas, Angie.
I know, but I'm glad that guy got taken out.
He's glad the Wampa died.
Yeah,
but-
yeah, Mike, because he killed the.
Well, we don't know if he's dead. He
He
just
was
lost an
hungry.
arm.
Well,
Angie?
maybe he can survive. I don't know.
Yeah, but he has one arm now. He's 50% less efficient with arms, like out the bat. Probably 25 with a
I did
delta
not
because he
like
might be
that
right-handed.
scene. And I don't know if a lot of people did like that scene, but
Yes.
I'm not a. All right, so my next one,
Save the
since I
Wampas.
always have so many, is the Cadu. Cadu?
Kadu?
Yeah, those are.
Cadu. Homeworld and Blue, they are a 2-legged reptilian indigenous to Naboo. They are swift, agile creatures with sharp hearing and keen sense of smell. Although primarily land dwellers, they can breathe under the water for extended periods. That makes them the galaxy's hippos.
Mm.
Those are the big ones, right? That carry the shield generators.
Now, they have been domesticated and used for generations by the Gungans, and they can travel through,
Gungans.
the Wabu's swamps and forest. And they like them so much so that the Gungan Grand Army comes to rely on them as mounts for the patrols. Gungans respect the Cadu for their strength, endurance, and loyalty.
Mm.
Now, this one was a fun one. Dave was like, what the heck is that?
I know what that is. I'm wondering why.
I hope people realize we get homework for the show. That's what they don't know. There's homework comes with the show.
Yeah, but just like call it, I do it last minute.
What
and
other
still get an
podcasts
A.
out there are doing that? None.
I do my homework. All right, so number 8, this one is kind of out there. The dwarf spider. droid.
Oh yeah, okay.
That's the one that
You know
the
the one
clone.
that-
Yeah, that's the
yes.
one with the in Revenge of the Sith. There's a shot of a clone trooper jumping on it and.
Oh
like,
yeah,
blasting the
Yes,
character
and I
in the
think you
head.
see them in
I think.
I think you see them in Attack of the Clones when at the very end when they're fighting on Kashyyyk.
I know there's. Oh no, that's Revenge of the Sith. Yeah, they're on there too. Yeah.
when they're all fighting at the very end, you can see.
That's
you
if
can
this
see
is the thing I'm thinking about.
Their four striding legs are designed for roadless terrain, rocky mining worlds. Why are there always mining worlds?
in Star Wars.
Yes, there's always seems to be mining
I think
worlds. We're
planets
always
are just
mining
big on
for-
that.
God,
Yeah, I think planets are just.
I don't know what
built
we're
on-
mining
Well,
for.
if you have 10
I think for just
10
resources.
planets people can live on, right?
think
you
resources
don't have to
probably,
mine those if
maybe,
you
huh?
can mine a whole planet for them.
Yeah. Okay, but they are devastating. They have devastating firepower. But here's the thing: they're vulnerable from behind.
But it's a robot.
Yes, but they're vulnerable from behind. So someone's in trouble. Someone who built this is in trouble. They're like, you know what? How is this that
This is
it's?
a family show.
I thought it was animals though. Oh, from behind.
What are you
yes.
talking-
Yes.
These two for reals?
Can you add a wink? When I wink now, can you put like a ding? I'm a wink right now.
These two for reals. And what I'm talking about is that if something jumps on it and
Exactly.
tries to twist the head or something, it should have been.
Is it an animal hybrid though? I'm confused as to why
This-
it's not an animal.
This isn't scripted at all.
It isn't. It is not an animal.
Why is it
but
not an animal? That's why I was
But
confused
I
when
like
you
the way
first
it
looked at
crawled and everything, and I thought, wow, it's vulnerable from behind. Well, most droids and things, you would think that they would put in all this
Most
technology.
droids are vulnerable from behind.
But you would
It's
think
a
that
family show on a family network, guys.
We're using
And it would
innuendos.
take-
They won't get it.
it would take these two to say that sort of thing. But what
Sorry,
I'm talking
Angie,
about
they
is like
were
He said it like
you know,
30
someone's
seconds
running
before
from
I got
behind
it.
to shoot it or something, or twist the head. Or
You're not
It's
making it any
David.
better.
It's
is
I'm
it?
not making it any better.
It's David's fault, really.
You said it first.
Oh my
What are you
god!
talking
The
about?
from behind. I was thinking about why the hell a robot was on an animal list, and then I was like, oh, from behind. And then I
No,
started
but
talking
it's
about
I
it.
wasn't
because
talking about
like the
robots.
dwarf
Another week.
spider droid.
Ding.
My gosh.
I
And,
hate
you know,
all of
and
you.
vulnerable from
I'm
behind,
sorry.
I meant to say that someone did not build this correctly.
Yeah, what is wrong with you people accusing Angie of something?
Someone did not build this correctly, especially if it's out in the battlefield.
Well, at least
Don't
now
worry
I know why
about
it's on
them.
the list. It just
Don't
looks
worry
like a
about them,
spider.
Angie. Don't
I
worry
guess.
about them. Those people need to grow up.
I probably like in the video playback. I probably look dumb just staring at the thing. Like, does it say anything about it? Like, is it made out of a spider, but they put robot parts? Like, why is it on the list? It's a robot.
I know it's favorite animals, but we decided to do.
Don't get me wrong. I'm glad it's on there now, but I was very confused for a second. I didn't know what the hell was going on. Like,
Because I
What?
liked the way it looked, but you took it all wrong.
Yeah.
Both of you took it all
he
wrong.
took it all wrong.
From
and then-
behind.
I did no such thing.
But you took it wrong because it's vulnerable from behind.
Yes, it is.
Should we name the episode of this podcast "The Crew is
No.
Vulnerable from Behind"?
No.
How about just vulnerable from behind? There's no sexual intonation on that.
Just put 3 dots and then they'll get it. Make sure you put 3 vulnerable ... from behind.
But
Oh,
I knew
okay,
this
yeah,
one would
from
be a fun
behind,
one because
yeah.
David was like, wait, that's not an animal. That's not an animal. But it's
Like, I'm not going to
Well, they-
adhere to any rules. Don't get me wrong. I think I'm the most liberal of rule following in this group, but like, I was trying to see if there was a justification.
because I like the way it looked.
Okay.
All right. So,
That makes
but
sense.
it's still it's a dwarf. It says dwarf spider. So I'm gonna go with it's an animal because even though it's a droid, it's a dwarf spider.
You guys wore me out.
No fan of spiders.
Okay. So next week we are going to be doing top. Do you want to do 5 or 10 toys?
10.
Favorite Star Wars. This time he wants to do 10.
Technically, I'd vote for 50, but we'd be here for a 4-hour
All right.
podcast.
Okay. So favorite. Top
And I would have examples
10
and everything. Like, this
Star
is why
Wars
this one is number.
toys.
Are games included?
Yes, but
Oh, games are included?
yes, games.
No,
are
it's only
included.
10. It's not 50 for real, dude.
Right. It could be tabletop.
'Cause they would be sick, it would
games,
top
it could be
100.
whatever you want.
I'm including video games and
Video
tabletop
games,
in that.
yeah. Let's.
My
do
list
it.
might be 15. Just
Okay, that's cool.
All right, because usually I'm the one with the most, and I may be the one with the least amount because I have some toys, but I'm not a gamer. So
Yeah.
you guys have me over a barrel on that one.
Yes.
Or vulnerable from behind.
See, that was
I'm
Angie's
putting
fault
that.
time.
We're gonna one day when we start.
We were past.
I
Angie
guarantee
just
you
had
guys,
to go back and say
One day when we start producing our T-shirts, not only will we have the Radio Geonosis T-shirt, we're gonna have a Radio Geonosis T-shirt on the back. It says "Vulnerable from
Oh
Behind."
my God.
Oh yeah, that'd be yeah, that'd actually be perfect. Actually, but oh, geez,
For
people
you, the fans.
those people out there are
So-
gonna take it for the wrong idea.
Next week is the Anime Expo.
Only if you put a winky
So
face.
that's going to be very, very
Yes.
exciting. Aaron's going to be there.
I'm gonna
I'm
be
going to
there.
be there. And we're trying to make sure that David's going to be there. We're going to try and do some interviews and do a little bit of a show while we are there.
I'm gonna stalk
So I'm
Aaron
really
to the
excited.
convention.
And then Comic-Con's coming up in a few weeks.
Like a
I'm
Nerf
gonna
gun,
be-
just shoot you from afar.
Oh my gosh. I'm going to be down outside of Comic-Con trying to do some interviews with folks.
Yes.
So-
So
that's
if you're
gonna be-
there and you want to do some interviews,
Yes, I will be at the 501st Bash, which I'm very excited about, and that is going to be
is the-
on Friday the 20th.
they sent me the invitation this year.
You
Waiting
sh-
for one. No, I'm just
Yeah.
kidding. They never
No.
sent me one.
So that's it for our show, everyone. David,
oh,
take it
oh,
away.
yeah, you know,
And who
As-
doesn't like our very cool background today?
Where are we? in this
Yes.
situation?
yeah, where are we today?
We are on we're on a boat, right?
Are we on a Sith Jedi starship?
We might
bridge?
be on something completely different too, depending on what I put on.
What,
It's gonna be Star Wars. Don't get me wrong. It's gonna be Star Wars.
I wonder
We're
where,
on
where we're gonna
something.
be.
We're
Indoor.
We're on
Endor.
Endor. Oh, so
Yoo!
You should just
Yes.
have like flying in the background, vulnerable from behind.
What?
just on a
And I
TIE fighter
believe
just
there's
being
a Death
dragged.
Star floating
Oh.
around
It's
us.
like how
right?
those
There is a Death Star right around us.
Oh, is it?
So yeah, I don't know if it's the first one, the
Second.
second one,
Yeah, second.
possibly a third one.
It's one of these directions.
Gonna
But
get-
yes,
gonna get a picture of it.
oh god.
Yes, because we may not be on this planet again.
Who knows where we'll be next week?
That's right.
But as per usual, find us on Facebook, www.facebook.com/Radio Geonosis. We're on Castbox still with our audio podcast. On iTunes with the audio podcast. On YouTube, search Radio Geonosis or find it on our Facebook page. People are subscribing slowly but surely.
Yes.
But
Yeah, they are.
like I
Please
said,
like and subscribe
They are.
on YouTube.
I just want 100 subscribers, please. It'll
Please,
make my
please,
life
please,
easy.
yes.
Oh, and we're also on Twitter at Radio Geonosis and Instagram at Radio Geonosis.
So
But
check
R
us
Geonosis
out.
for Twitter. R Geonosis. Yes.
Yes, please check us out.
Check us out, man.
For all of us here at Radio Geonosis.
I'm Bob.
What?
That's how newscasters are like, from all of us here at Radio Geonosis, I'm Bob. You have a smashing day, my
Well, I'm
friends
Ron
in Kentucky.
Burgundy.
It may be a smashing day.
But okay, goddamn. Okay, now I'm thinking about Ron Burgundy. We have to
Oh
stop the
my
podcast.
gosh.
We have to stop the podcast. I'm gonna get in trouble for quoting stuff.
Oh my gosh.
Oh,
Thank you.
Thank you, everyone.
Bye.